Hey, Conscious. I actually made a video and then they cut the sound at the end, so I'm making another one and I'm going to throw the captions on. You said, I'm trying to just be kind. I'm not here to fight with you. It's important we're Christians to love like Jesus. There's no hate here. So, same here. Same here. I wonder, is that why you blocked me, though? It's unfortunate that this caused a rift to where you needed to block me. All I was doing was telling you the truth in love, and I risked you judging me and not liking me anymore. And that's love right there. To be able to tell the truth and risk someone not liking you and risk not being popular. You want to speak about Jesus? That's what Jesus did. Jesus made an impact, but he was not popular to the masses. But he made an impact wherever he went. Now, there's a video at my Handmaiden's Heart. For anybody watching this video, I know I'm incredibly shadow banned, so I don't expect much. But it's a video of a picture of Trump next to a woman next to a man. The woman is Dr. Ram. I don't know if she's the owner or the creator of these supplements, and the company is called Root something. Root, that might be the name of it. It might just be Root. The last thing you said to me before you blocked me is that I said things about her that are not true. As far as the TikTok video, if I said something that's not true about her, it was me saying that she was the owner. If she wasn't the owner, that's forgivable, because when I said it, I should be resting, and that was a slip up if she's not the owner. That's an honest mistake. When it comes to the YouTube video that was inspired, because I can't say what I want to say here, I said nothing untrue about her there either. You see, just because you don't believe me when I say I can prove these things, speaking of what's actually in these synthetic supplements, speaking of what's actually in these ingredients like L Theanine, vitamin C, L tyrosine, and the list goes on. Just because you don't believe me about those things in connection to this woman doesn't mean that I said things that are untrue. The other thing you said is that we all will have to face God. And you said that as to imply that I said something wrong that I will have to face God for. You are correct. We all will have to face God. Hallelujah. The other thing you said was the truth always comes out. And here's the thing. You are also correct on that. The truth always comes out. And the truth did come out on this. Everything I said is truth, and it's actually exists in existence. The thing is that many people aren't finding it. One of the ways that people aren't finding it is because what surrounds it, it's wrapped into a bow. And it's a reason why you blocked me. You see, I found it. We think we're getting a lot of the truth, which is why we agree on much. But there's a truth that you haven't gotten, and it's how far this actually goes. It's what else they're putting those things into. I recommended a video that's pinned to the top of Handmaiden's Heart, and I only pinned it there for you. It's not going to be there much longer. It is one to truly understand, and it goes with the days of Noah. In the days of Noah, it is said that everybody at that point was completely contaminated. All the bloodlines were contaminated with Cain's line with Nephilim, and that Noah and his family were the only non-corrupted bloodline left. And then the flood came. The Bible says, as in the days of Noah, so shall be the coming of the Son of Man. If you believe we are entering the end times, or we are in the end times, anybody who believes that, it is crucial to understand what were the days of Noah? What was going on in the days of Noah? What does that even mean? There is so much to unpack there. Besides the fact of genetic mixing and contamination, there's another point to be made, is that the people living weren't all sick. They were healthy and thriving, but they were contaminated. There was a lot of wicked things going on. That's why the video pinned to the top of Handmaiden's Heart is very crucial with what I just said here, having to do with building a synthetic blank. Now, I offered to reimburse you after paying $5, and I told you which episode you could watch specifically so that you can get the other side of the equation, because I've already gotten your side. And I was a supplement queen. The reason I'm burdened is because now I have the other side. Now I get to see in contrast. Now I get to see how people are being fooled and how freaking genius it is. This goes deeper than so many people understand, even the most awake people. And this is why I'm incredibly censored everywhere. And this is why I can't say certain things, because even if the public watching my videos doesn't know, Big Brother knows, AI knows, they know. I hope there's no hate on your side. There definitely is not on mine, and there never was. And just because something may be uncomfortable, it is not synonymous with hate. And that's the thing about a lot of Christians, is when things get uncomfortable, they may judge that to be hateful. And that is something to be careful of, because we are not called to judge. Truth hurts, and truth may not be accepted because it is so completely nonsensical to the other person. And in many cases, especially in this one, it's for very strategical reasons. Because the other thing I speak on is the quick fix and the long con. It is beautifully developed and beautifully displayed in my Patreon, as well as what these synthetics actually do inside your body, what the nano blink actually does to your DNA. Satan is the god of this world. Just because the system convinces us to believe that something is good, and just because leaders go along with that system and are bolstered by it and have no problem repeating something that they know is not true, and just because they're beautiful and they're nice and they're kind, does not mean that there is no way they could be lying to you. I caught a lot of flack for saying the types of people that I've exposed in my Patreon. But if they just had $5 to see what is worth way more than that, they would be eating their words. This was no shade toward you. This was all love. And I thought that I could come to you. My messages have to stay off on these apps, but I told you you could delete the comment. But I didn't want to just make a video and not tell you directly. Peace. And the truth always comes out. I hope one day you find it, and not the hard way. I hope you find it sooner than later, because whatever saved your life, I know that there were plenty of actually natural things that could do that without doing other things in the background. Love you, sister.
Anyway, so I'm going to rant. I'm just going to let fly. Here we go. I need everyone to understand that the more synthetic you have in your body, the more your body will only respond to synthetic things. Of course, my phone would beep when I just said that. Someone said to me, I think it's almost wrong that, because we can't get away from the nano particles, right? And this person is correct on that. But it is not wrong for me to spread this message, because what people don't understand is these suppla blanks and these bills that they're taking, right? Okay? So we have this buildup of nano inside of us, all right? We can't get away from it right now, at least. We just can't. When we have this buildup inside of us. So you're telling me that you are going to take a bill, right? You're going to take it, when you know that there is technology in it that is aiding the nanoparticles inside of you and creating a synthetic body. Because that's what's happening. Right? Sooner or later, your body won't be able to respond to anything organic. It will only respond to synthetic. And if you are on any of these different things, and your body is responding in a very good way to these things, and you feel like they are beneficial, your feelings are valid, my love, okay? And it does seem beneficial. I'll tell you, though, what it's beneficial in doing. It's beneficial in building up a synthetic cell, right? And so if you have, how can I say this? If you are on a bunch of stuff, right, and it's working, this is what that indicates to me. That you already have a synthetic body inside of you that is pretty strong. And now it's responding great to those things, right? Listen, guys, I know that people say they research. I understand that. And I'm not saying they don't. What I'm saying is, people research to the best of their abilities. I said it. People research to the best of their abilities. It doesn't mean that they are wrong, but it means that we've been lied to a lot, right? We've been lied to a lot. And some people don't know how to research. And that's a thing. That's a thing. I learned from Burrow TV, to be honest with you. He done a whole series where he kind of taught how to research, right? And so, well, I paid attention. When I tell you guys that I have spent the past year educating myself, I'm not kidding you, right? A year ago, when, I didn't know what this tech was called. I didn't go that far into it like my friend Cassandra, right? But a year ago, I found out that they are putting some sort of technology in anything and everything synthetic. And so I was on 13 different medications, right? I got rid of all my clothes. And so anything that was synthetic, right? Got rid of it all. And, I don't know how else and louder I can say this for this one person. I don't take any suppla blanks, bills, or any other things, right? And my LUP blank S is not detected. I can go out in the sun. I can go out in the sun now. Do you guys not understand that for 20 years I couldn't go out in the sun? Because it activates your ANA cells, which stands for anti-nuclear antibodies. If you have lupus, you have ANA. I'm telling you guys. Well, ANA cells are present in a lot of things, but what I'm saying is, listen to me. I know that I'm nobody. I know that I'm not, right? But sooner or later, your body's not going to be able to respond to anything that is organic, and you will be a synthetic cyborg. Don't you see? You might not see it now, but your children will, and your children's children will. Don't you understand? They don't want us having God. They don't want us. They don't want us to have that connection to God, and making us synthetic will take that connection away. Because that is a true, don't you see though? I don't understand. Nanoparticles are everywhere, right? We can't get away from them. They're everywhere. I understand that. But what I'm telling you is, there are certain things out there that we are trying to warn you about that has technology in it that will aid it will aid the nano inside of you. And you will start building up a synthetic body. I have one hell of a testimony. You know what I mean? One hell of a testimony. And so does Cassandra. Damn it. So does Cassandra. It's not my story to tell, so I'm not going to tell it. But damn, she had some battles too. And you know how she healed herself? With natural medicine. She sure didn't do it with suppla blanks and bills. We're trying to help people to see what is happening. They don't want us having God. And this is ways they're taking it away. Or trying to. Not me. I'm done with anything synthetic. Ever. That's why you guys see me wearing the same stuff over and over and over again, right? I don't care. I don't care. It's organic. You know what I'm saying? I don't have... Thank God is my point. Like, thank you. Because I never did have money to buy these things. I never had the money to buy supplements and stuff. And so I always stayed away from it. Because I just knew. You know what I mean? People's trying to expose this stuff and people's not seeing. They're not understanding that it's working great for them and you are having benefits. That is because you're building that synthetic body up, okay? And it's only going to respond to synthetic things. But we can get it out. It's going to take some time and it's going to be hard and you're going to feel like shit. You're going to feel like shit. Man, it makes me cry because I remember how bad I felt with that blankety blank. And I just can't scream it loud enough. I can't tell people enough that it's only working because it's making you fake. This is a fight for humanity. This is an act of war. And we're trying to tell you guys that just don't take these things is all. Right? I'm telling you, one day, you guys are going to see me and her on a damn talk show. Do you hear me? One day. I don't want to be on a talk show. But my point is, this is the future of medicine. Frequency. This is the future of medicine. Herbs and God's green earth. So I'm going to rant.